session over the past few weeks, and I'm glad that finally we are doing our first. This is the first day with President Saturdays coming after this. So, guys, let's do let's give a warm welcome to David. Nice to have you. Sorry, Dave, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, my volume was so low. Or rather, I was out of voice. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being at this all-important event here at Forage Stores. This is a day we've always waited for, and we knew it was going to come. We knew it was going to come ever since we took off.
Sorry to cut in. Are you recording?
Yes, on record already. Yes, on record. Yes.
Right,
so we've always looked forward to this day, like I mentioned earlier, and we knew a day will come like this when we're going to begin to become every single thing that we have dreamt of becoming, every single text that was written on paper, and that day is here. And I'm so excited that we are taking up this journey on this note. We are opening the 90 days to food freedom. Beyond just the word as it sounds, is the reality. And by the end of this meeting, you are going to see reasons with us why we called it 90 days to food freedom. Now, I will just cut right into the chase. I have a screen, I have a slide I'm going to be talking from to make my work very easy this evening. So while I talk, I'll be in and out of the slide, but pay very close attention to the slide, because most of the story I'm going to be telling from the slide. So pay very close attention to the slide. If you can see the slide, please just give me a wave of hand, or anybody at the background that can just identify that the slide is clear now and can be seen. Can you see this? Can you see this this slide, Mr. Miracle? Can you?
Not yet. Can you hear me?
Not yet.
Yes.
Can you now?
I think it's. Yes, great. I can.
Okay, great. Okay, so ours is a very simple story. I would like to start by just sharing a little bit about us. Now, in this meeting, we have a mixed community. Currently, we have people who have been with us from the inception, people who are just joining us, who came to know about Forage Stores as a result of the campaign that we just started. But I would like to start off with sharing a little bit about our story, what resonates with few of us, or that is, if not every one of us. So we started like every other little group or community, you know, that are into what they call daily contribution for food. So a common food thrift program that a lot of persons are either currently involved in or used to be a part of. So when we started, it was just with friends and family, and we just started doing it. This was happening in 2016. So it was basically a journey that myself, my mom, and a friend of mine started. So when we started it, we decided to bridge a gap that we saw. We saw a major challenge with the quality of food that was delivered to the people who were involved. People who were involved in setting up or running those programs usually do not pay close attention to the quality of food that is delivered. And most of the time, there's a lot of inconvenience that comes with the delivery. So when we saw that gap, that was all we saw at that time. So we decided to take off, and then we started our own project, you know. And of course, it looked little. That year, we had about 13 persons who took up with us. And then that is how the journey began. And today we are, you know, that thing that started as a common food thrift program has graduated to what it is today. We are currently serving about 300 families across Onitsha and Asaba community, some of which are And some of the members of our community who are already beneficiaries of this particular offer that we have been given these past years are also in the room today. So this little movement, this little act of ours of trying to bridge the gap started, and today it has grown into an ecosystem and a growing ecosystem. And our growth has been purely organic. From the day we started to up until now, we've not had any major traditional adverts or whatever, aside the one we are seeing today. This is the very first time we've been in the shadows, we've been building quietly. And by November, it will be our 6th year on the journey. 6th year on the journey, building deep, going deep into foundation. And today we are about to get to the next phase of our growth, a phase that is going to provide several opportunities to people who lock arms together with us to make things happen. This is the reason why we have started off this project called the project 90 Days to Food Freedom. So who we are, most of this information are already on the internet. I won't spend time trying to talk about who we are, the big details about how our team, how large our team or how small our team is, and what we've been doing in the past 6 years. We have left track records on the internet. If you can take some time out, you can go to our Instagram handle or Facebook handle, and you can read up a whole lot about forage stores. You can see a whole lot about forage stores. There is enough digital trail for you to look at. Now, but one critical thing I want to dwell on that happened this year when we started off this year was that we started making iterations in our program and the value that we deliver to our community. One of the things that we started testing was what we call our food daily. That was in April. We began daily delivery of food. So people could order food items either from our web platform or from WhatsApp, and we deliver straight to home. Now, this period is been a beta testing period for us in food daily. Another thing we introduced was shopping credits. Now, members who shop now get to earn what we call cashback in form of food credits. Now, this food credit was an incentive that we introduced to gamify our system. Now, there's still a whole lot of activity that's going to happen within the food credit, ecosystem, but that is for later. We're going to discuss more in details much later in the subsequent meetings we're going to be having. But these are the two critical things that we introduced into our ecosystem within this year. From the map, you can see we have Asaba and Onitsha currently the two cities that we are existing. We have 53% of the members of our communities coming from Onitsha and 47% coming from Asaba. The demography we are serving primarily are families, stay-at-home moms, and family-inclined singles. This category of people are tech-savvy individuals. That individuals who can at least use their cell phones to make deliveries, to move around the internet, access products, access services. They at least know their way around the internet. These are basically our target audience, and we ensure that we stay within that sphere. Reason is because we cannot reach out to everybody. We are not called to everybody, so we understand our demography, and we will do our best to maintain or stay within our own area of influence. So let's go further to talk about our products. What do we really do in forage stores, or what do we have as product in forage stores? When we started in 2017, we launched our flagship product called Luchi's Basket. Now, Luchi's Basket is that Christmas bundle, that thrift saving people do every year within the year to be able to pick a bunch of products, food products they can use for Christmas. Makes Christmas spending much easier. So that was what we started with in 2017. And ever since, we have delivered this particular bundle to over 300 families across the two cities that we are currently existing in. This year, we introduced other products like friendly bundles. We have all manner of bundles now that you can purchase with interesting discounts, and they also come with what we call food credits. Food credits is like a cashback, like I mentioned earlier, and holds so much value in the future. I will just stop at that because there's so much to say about food credits. So we have food stocks, all manner of food items from rice to oil to palm oil, and all forms of food items are on the list already. So just consider this as your regular e-commerce platform, but we have a different approach to how we go about our operations. Another interesting product we have is the food shares. The food shares basically is one of the ways a lot of families are cutting down on their expenses in terms of saving. So we have, you can actually order any of the items like the ones you are seeing on the screen from the palm oil at the original cost. You are buying the unit price of palm oil, but you are buying it at the original cost as though you are paying bulk cost for the product. So I give you a practical example. A gallon of palm oil probably is going for 25,000. Now, if you are going to buy at 25,000, maybe a liter would end up being 1,000 naira. But if you just go into the market and decide to buy just 4 liters, instead of paying 4,000 as the initial cost, you end up paying like 5,000 or 5,400. So we give people the opportunity to share from an entire bunch of a product, an entire bunch of maybe a gallon of oil, a bag of onions, bag of pepper, basket of tomatoes. This is what food share is all about. You are sharing from a whole and you are paying at the same cost as though you bought as a whole. So I would like to stop at that point. So these are the products that we have: food shares, food stocks, food friendly bundles, and our flagship product, Luchi's basket. So, but at this point, I would like to ask you a very critical question. Some of us who are listening right now, coming from different family backgrounds and homes, and either as a single or as a married or as whatever, how much does an average family spend on food stuff weekly? How much do you think an average family spend on food stuff weekly in this economy? The last time I checked, I give my family as an example. There is no week I don't spend a minimum of 15,000 naira on food. And if you put that together, that means I spend as much as 60,000 naira on food. This is for a family of just two adults and one minor baby. Over 60,000 naira on food. Now, 2 years ago, it cost less for a family of two. 3 years ago, it cost less. 4 years ago, it cost less. But what you realize is that every single year, because of food inflation, it's going up and up and up and up. So we decided this year, after long years of consideration and of research and many other consultations, we decided to open up the market for the daily food supply. That is why we started the beta testing for those products. So in a bid to do this, we have successfully created many opportunities right now within our community that you as a user can take advantage of, and even our partners can leverage on and take care of their homes way much better. So what are the current opportunities that we have currently within our ecosystem? 3 of them critically. 3. Number 1 is the syndicates. Number 2 is the community growth managers. And number 3 is the pro affiliates. Now, if you've been following us, our activities on our social media handle, you would have seen that some of these notifications has been coming up from time to time. One of them is syndicates. Currently, we have opened our doors for syndicates. Syndicates are people who play in our fulfillment operation, people who are part and parcel of our operations in terms of food delivery, logistics. Now, there is a potential of 260,000 naira monthly earnings on that alone. But this meeting is not for us to talk about syndicates or community growth managers. So I'm going to let that aside and focus on the most important part of this meeting, which is the pro affiliates. This is the key or the bulk of our conversation this evening. But as you follow us, you're going to, of course, get to know more about the rest of other opportunities. So who basically are the pro affiliates? Now, in my conversation online, in the advert you probably would have seen, you heard me mention, I said that there is an opportunity that can give you the access to cut down on your food expenses by at least 50% every single year. And we're not mincing words. It's true, and I'm about to show you that. So just before we dive right in, let's talk about the pro affiliates in details. Pro affiliates basically are an essential part of our organic growth model. You have been mentioned we grew from 1 to about 300 families in 6 years without any form of publicity. This is basically word of mouth approach. People who are taking value from our community, who are so excited and shared their story to other families, and they hug us with both arms. That's exactly a critical role that pro affiliates are leading in. That is where this opportunity lies. Pro affiliates are also VIP beta testers for product launches with attractive incentives. Pro affiliates can earn between only pro affiliates has the capacity and the opportunity or the leverage to earn between 0.9% to 4% recurring commissions on their referred user. Every single purchase they make for the rest of their lives in our system. Now, one thing about this opportunity, the pro affiliate opportunity, is that it's not available to everybody. This is the area I need everybody to understand quickly. It is not available to everybody. Everybody is not given the privilege to become a pro affiliate. But at first, the window is open to everybody. But those who lock in the opportunity before the expiration becomes the ones that take the position. We are allocating 100 pro affiliates in Asaba and 100 pro affiliates in Onitsha. And the qualification period is going to be between December 1st to 31st of January. So what are the 3 simple steps to take right now to activate the leverage that cuts down your daily food expenses by at least 50%? Number 1, you sign up. Create an account with Forage Stores. You simply go to our website. The link will be dropped below. You go to our website. If you don't have an account already, you go to our website and create a regular user account. Number 2 step is you buy any of our Lucci's bundle. Now, Lucci's bundle is the bundle that we release on Christmas seasons that people subscribe for and pay all through the year and get delivery the following Christmas. So now by the 1st of December, the doors will be open for people to purchase Lucci's basket. So you can start by signing up first and getting ready for your purchase or subscription. The next step to take is to get 13 other families to do step 1 and step 2. Get 13 other families into the system who will buy Lucci's bundle. Now, Lucci's bundle have 2 forms. You have the instant payment where you pay the bulk form for the bundle, or the bulk fee for the bundle, or you pay installments. That is the thrift bundle or the thrift payment plan that lasts for many months. You choose your own cycle of payment. But the most important thing is that you have to purchase a Lucci bundle, whether it is instant payment or the monthly payment option. It doesn't matter. Now, you must also take note that once you do these 3 steps, you secure your position as a lifetime member of the Pro Affiliate team. Now, for existing users, please take note. Most of us here already, some of us already existing users, already signed up people before now. You have people already in your team, you're earning commissions on their purchases. Now, all you need to do to activate this role of Pro Affiliate is simply to reach out to those persons. Remind them we are opening our bundle again this Christmas. They subscribe for it, any of the payment options. If you have up to 13 of them doing that, you are becoming a Pro Affiliate member of Forage Stores already. Lucci's basket for 2024 will be listed on Friday, 1st of December. Why are we now talking about this now? Why don't we wait till December? We are giving you the opportunity and the time to prepare for this and take advantage of this, because December is a rush period. Most of us will not have the opportunity to do the work and lock up the position. That is why we are starting the campaign right now. So you can at least, instead of just sitting by, start saving up a little into loading up your wallet with small funds for Christmas. If you feel you're going to just spend the money, we already have that feature in our platform. People usually would save money in their wallets for shopping in the future. You can do that while you get ready for the season. So your current reality is this. Pay very close attention. Let me expand on what I just said. These 3 steps, I'm going to expand on it. And follow me closely. You are currently spending on food already. I'm sure you are aware of that. You ate yesterday. I believe you've eaten today. You're going to eat tomorrow. It's an essential. It's not an option. Your family and friends and acquaintances are spending on food already on a daily basis. You refer them consciously or unconsciously to offers that you feel have served you better. You do that. You consciously refer people to things every day. But there's one thing missing. You don't earn or repeat earn on their expenses. You don't. But this is the new reality here. The new reality here, which is the food freedom plan, guys, is that you earn on every single thing that these guys do. Now, let me tell you how it works in this ecosystem, in the e-commerce ecosystem. We are not meant to pay you. No e-commerce ecosystem does that. There's what we call customer acquisition cost. When a customer is acquired in an e-commerce platform through advert or whatever means, they are paid off immediately. The person that acquires them are paid off immediately. Either you refer somebody and at the point the person is making his first shopping, he's paid 500 naira or he's paid 1,000 naira, or you're expected to do a whole lot. Maybe you are asked to do maybe 50 transactions, maybe 100 transactions before you earn any substantial amount or whatever it is. But the point is, once you refer somebody to a platform and you are paid for it, a 500 naira, 2,000, whatever it is, you have no business anymore with the person's activity. That customer becomes a property, quote and unquote, of the company. And whatever it is that the person generates belongs to the company. But we are saying here, you can do the work once here and you continue to earn, but you can't do that as just a user. It's only as a pro affiliate. And that opportunity is given to only 100 persons in the city of Asaba. So here, take a look at this. 50 families spending 10,000 weekly. I just told you, in a week I spend like 15,000, right? 50 families spending 10,000 weekly for 12 months puts you on an average recurring income in forage stores of 390,000 per year. If they move it to 20,000 weekly, that's about 780. So if you are earning 390,000 to 780,000 per year on recurring purchases of the people you referred once, and it just went on with your life and business, that is enough to sort at least 50% of your yearly food expense, guys. Enough, more than enough for some families, way more than enough for some families. Then if you push it to 100 families, you subscribe, you get in 100 users in our system who are spending 10K every week, for a whole year. That's 780. If they are spending 20K, that's 1.56 million. Guys, recurring income. It is not an active income. This is enough to sort 100% of your yearly food expense and still with some change. Now, I would want to make this emphasis. It is important that you note that currently in forage stores, the only commissionable product that people are earning commissions on is Lucci's basket, the Christmas basket. Commission on food stocks and friendly bundle or whatever stock you're going to be seeing or you're currently seeing in our system will start counting from April next year. April next year. Our engineers are currently working on our system on the second version, the version 2, to update it with all of these features so that you can see the transparency in all that we are doing. All right? So please take that home. It is next year, that April, that the earnings on every other item except Lucci's basket will begin to come into your system. Now, the Lucci's basket we had this year for delivery, by November ending, we're going to have this delivered. Last year, Christmas, this is how our bundle. Now, for those of us who don't know how Lucci's basket look like, this is how it looks like. Last year, we had people who subscribed for different Lucci's baskets. We have bundle A worth 83,700. Look at the following items. You can judge for yourself what the value of this particular bundle is at the moment. There's so much value going on in forage stores, guys. But this is the first time we are throwing our trumpets up and blowing it loud. So let me still bust your bubbles a little bit. Let's look at the earning potential of people who decide to take this as a personal business. And by the way, people earn 30,000 every single month doing menial jobs in Asaba, in Onitsha. Young people, even adults. But this is what you do one of. So if you take this as a business project, you can outdo yourself, and there is no limit to what you can earn. There's absolutely no limit to what you can earn. So this is a simulation we did on a family that spends only 90,000 naira for the whole year. You get one family that spends only 90,000 naira for a whole year buying food from our platform. They sell food that are obviously going to spend that money elsewhere, but they spend it here, the same cost. You know, the beautiful thing about what we have in Forage Stores is that our prices are highly competitive, highly competitive. Like highly competitive, you get incentives when you shop, people are earning when you shop. It's something that is not seen anywhere else. So imagine spending 90,000 naira. You have like 50 families that spend 90,000 naira. That's too small. 90,000 naira for a whole year is about 1,700 per week. And you are earning 139,000 if there are 50 families. You are earning 279,000 if there are 100 families. If they are earning you are earning 558,000 if there are 200 families. Guys, now this is on our grade B stocks. Our grade B stocks are like palm oil, onions, fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers, stockfish, crayfish, yam, plantain, potato, garri beans, and the rest of them. Staple foods. But I need to please make this statement very clear. There's what we call terms and conditions for our earnings. You need to note that the commissions on these products will be reviewed when it is necessary, so that we can ensure that our reward plans continue to match market forces. This would continue to ensure sustainability and competitiveness. But you can be sure that you're going to be earning quality income from what we are doing. But we must continue to keep abreast of the fact of market forces. Now, another scenario is a family spending 260,000. That's 5,000 naira every week. 50 families spending 5,000 naira every week through your link on Forage Stores earns you about almost 500,000, 403,000 naira every year. That's enough to take care of a lot. That's a whole lot. Now, let me bring it down to our annual food bundle. Our annual food bundle. Now, I'm doing this simulation with the last year's food bundle. If you had 50 persons who purchased the last year food bundle, the instant payment, you are making as much as 167,000, 127,000, depending on the category. So when you look at these figures, it's mind blowing. And guys, it's something they'll keep paying. You keep earning on as long as they keep buying every single year, and they will keep buying because we have value here, guys. We have value. Look at the simulation. So let me show you in one page the projected commission on annual food expenses per family. An average family spends at least 520,000. I already gave you a simulation. I spend 15,000 weekly. If you do the simulation for 1 month, is 60,000. 60,000 times 10 months already is 600,000. So that's way above 520. So you know that this is the worst case scenario. If you can get this figure, if you can trap 50 families, 100 families, now you can look at the figures here. 50 families is giving you 390,000. 100 families is giving you 780,000. 200 families, 1.5 million. 500 families. Now, guys, the most important thing you need to understand here is that this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You are not meant to, go kill yourself, head over shoulders, all that. No, you don't have to do that. You can go in 3 months, you can go in 6 months, you can go in 1, you can even go in 2 years. But listen, the first step and the most important step to being in the midst or at the center of this abundance is by first becoming a pro affiliate. And that option is open for just a limited number of persons and a limited number of time. Now, this is what we call the food freedom zone. This is where every pro affiliate aims to be. You see that bar? Once you get into 50 users, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, even if it takes you 3 years, you have taken care of your food expenses for life. You You can't imagine how much you are spending now, what is going to become in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years. This is a strategy to help you save on food and convert that extra cash that you would have saved on food into something else, maybe into investment or whatever it is that can make your life way much better. Now, let me sound this alarm. We have an exciting Christmas holiday promo currently that has been activated. Remember what I said it takes to become a pro affiliate. 3 steps. Number 1, you sign up. Number 2, you buy any of the Luchis bundle. Those of us who are already in the system already know what it is. Those of us who are not in the system now know what it is. It is subscribing for any of the yearly bundles where you buy what you are going to get delivered to you at the end of the year. And you are paying either once or you are paying in installments. So you sign up, you subscribe for that, and then you refer 13. That was the option. That is the option, and still that was the option, and still is the option. You refer 13. But now we are saying there is a promo. If you can do 7 in Christmas, up to 7 families, you can get up to 7 other families to sign up and purchase any of Luchi's bundles to become a pro affiliate. You automatically lock in that position. But once we cross into January, the offer is taken away and reverts back to the original requirement, which is 13 families. So projections, we're going to talk about that much later, but I think I'm going to stop here and just let me run through our roadmap for 2024. In 2024, what we are going to be doing, in just brief, by April, Food Daily will launch. We'll begin our Food Daily shopping and earnings. Every single person you have built and they begin to shop. See, the point is, it is our job to keep the customers you refer to us in the business, and we know how to do that. Your job is just to connect them, and we'll do the work for you. We are activating that in April, and the compensation plan is also going to be activated in April. Then we are opening up our bidding center. It will be the first time you're going to use your food credit. Some of us who have already earned food credit. It will be the first time you're going to use your food credit and earn lots and lots of prizes. It's called the bidding center. I'm so excited about this particular one by next year. Then in the fourth quarter of 2024, we are going to be relaunching our brand, and our 7th anniversary and food festival. We're going to be having our 7th anniversary by next year and our food festival. And more excitedly, we are going to be opening up our first food center in Asaba. A lot of persons have so looked forward to the time we're going to have a physical location and all. We have driven this business for the past 6 years from home without any physical location. And over 300 families have trusted us with their funds and with our products and the quality that we deliver for 6 good years. But for the first time, we are opening up our first food center in Asaba. By 2025, we are going to be opening up our food center in Onitsha, and the daily food access will start in Onitsha. The daily food daily is only opening up for Asaba, but that is next year. But in 2025, it's going to open up for Onitsha. We are taking it one phase at a time. And then again, by the end of the fourth quarter, we would have completed our open source integration, Web3 integration into our system, and then would have also launched our utility and governance token. Now, these things are going to be further explained subsequently in our meetings, but this is where I would like to stop and take questions. Mr. Miracle, are you around now? This is where I would like to stop and take questions immediately.
Thank you so much, David. This is an amazing session.
Thank you, Miracle. Thank you.
See, today, I was actually having a conversation with the person that supplies water for me. I realized that we are not reaching all, like about 3 persons. We are not people that they not believe that except one guy. So I told Matthew, and Matthew told me that a bag of water used to be 2,500 naira. So I realized that they are on strike. And by Monday, it will be 3,500 naira. And I also noticed that when I went to go and get fuel this evening, I noticed that some queues are building up. was about four pumps, and just one is dispensing. So I noticed that by Monday, most likely there's going to be the rumors everywhere. Going to be an increment again, 12.5.
Mm.
What I'm saying, if you look very well, this thing is first is a very rare opportunity, and I think it's very timely. I believe it's timely because a lot of people are spending money. People are going to be spending money. I think a bag of rice is about 60, between 50 to 60. I don't know. David, you should have that data. I don't know how much
Yeah.
a bag of rice. It's up to 60 right now, right?
It's heading to 50s, 60s, between 55 to 60. It's ranging between 55, 54, 60. Some persons
So,
are selling 60.
so the interesting thing is that this is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. This is what we'll be doing next tomorrow. Everybody's buying. You must buy. You must feed food, right?
Yeah.
That's primary necessity of life. So uh, it's an interesting thing to and again there's a window. Just talking to everyone, there's a window here, which means it's time bound. The opportunity you're seeing is time bound. I'll be very happy to see that everyone here, you're part of that that number. So please, if you have a question, I believe can just speak, can just speak so that check our questions one after the other. At least going to be enough so that we can wrap up and look forward to our next. Dave, I believe we are taking questions right now. I don't know if you have
Yes, please. Yes, please. Questions. You can either drop your question, any of your questions in the group, the Q&A session group that we open, or you can just make a show of hand and you want to speak, and then we open you up for question if you want to speak. But the floor is yours now, everybody. Questions can come in as text in the group or
okay, so great
as
Ben, I
voice.
think
Yeah.
most of the time he wants to ask a question.
So if there is no question, I want to assume that everything that was said made
No,
sense.
great Ben wants to ask a question. I'm trying to see how I can give him
Some
the answer.
who Someone
Great
wants to
Ben,
ask a question.
yes, great Ben,
Great Ben.
yes, please. Can you do that from your end?
Okay. Great Ben, you are up.
Great Ben, can you hear us? Please, can you go ahead and hear us?
I think we've lost him.
Okay, I think he's
Yeah.
connected again. For some reasons, I think he just on and off. So, Great Ben, if you can hear me, please kindly do your ask your question in the Q&A. I think we have there's a group where you can drop your question, and we'll be very happy to answer those questions. Please, if you have any other one who wants to ask the question, please do it. Well, this is good. With the icon, we can do. Okay, Dave, you have the mic. Hello, Dave, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I said you have the mic. I think you give it that.
Miracle, I can't hear you. I can't hear
Can
you
you hear me?
clearly.
Can you
Okay,
hear me
better
now?
now. Yes, better.
So I actually passed the mic back to you while we are hoping someone just in case you have last word, or few words before we wrap up.
Sorry, Miracle, I didn't get that.
Can you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I can.
Okay, so I was saying I passed the mic back to you just in case you have few words before we call it a night. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so we can wrap up for today.
Okay, so if there are no other questions, like I said, I would assume everything that was said made sense. But here is my last words. First of all, I want to thank everybody who stayed up till now. We have overshot our time by 15 minutes by my time. And I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you, Ose. I want to thank you, Faith, Marius, Ifani, and Mr. Omena Best. Thank you, everybody who stayed up until now and didn't have to exit while the meeting went on. I am hoping that what we communicated this evening, has given you enough reason to go back and basically think about something to think about and to act upon. Something to think about and to act upon. Now, feel free to always drop your questions with any of the administrators or with me. Those of us who are in touch with me directly, you can always reach out to me and ask me questions about what was presented. But in the meantime, we're going to be dropping a more like a project brief within the week that gives a clear summary of everything I had said. So something that you can hold on to, look at again or look at over and over again until it begins to get clear. It's a new information, so of course it can come with a little bit of confusion here and there for those who are yet to get the concept. But hey, this is something not to just let pass, especially like virtually everybody who is on the call right now are existing members of our community. This opportunity is primarily what you should run with. Because over time, this 90 days project or campaign is going to continue to run up until January. So every single weekend, we are going to be hitting the hammer on the head, hitting the nail on the head continuously until it begins to make sense. And of course, you can refer people, friends, and family to come join us and be a part of the meeting and hear for themselves. I'm activating a project in November with a few friends who are willing to run and make this happen for themselves and their family. It's called the Accelerator Program. The Accelerator Program gives you access to the internal plan, the internal program that Foresters has to push this concept out. With that plan alone, that if you are interested to be a part, and please, if you are going to reach out to me on this, it means you are really serious to build, right? If you are interested, we are going to get you involved. We're going to get you into the door and how to take advantage of that plan. But if you run with the plan, you can be rest assured that before the end of December, you probably have like 50 persons already in your name signed up. Like if you have like 50 persons, that's a very good place to start. And you can't imagine what that 50 you can do with that 50 persons, what 50 users in your name in our system. You can't imagine. People buying 50 families shopping food from Foresters through your link is so much residual income for you. So please pay attention, guys. Pay attention. What we have just mentioned is real. What we have just talked about today is the next phase of Foresters. And be that as it may, by next year, everybody who had taken these proactive steps this year will be in the next phase. Now, will be cruising with us in that next phase. In our midst, just in closing, before I drop the mic, we have with us in our midst a key member of our board, our advisory board in Forage Stores, who just joined us. And I would like to just, if he would oblige us maybe for 2 minutes or 3 minutes to just talk to the house. So we are so delighted and grateful to have you. You made out time this evening to be at this launch. We are super, super excited to have you. So please, sir, if you can oblige us for just a minute or two, talk to the house. He has been with us in this journey from the word go. From the day we started, he's been a part and parcel of this project and has been behind the scene doing most of the work that you guys don't see. Please welcome with me Mr. Nnamdi Oliko. He's my mentor and has been my mentor for many, many years. Please, with exciting ovation and a round of applause wherever you guys are. Please, let's make welcome Mr. Nnamdi to the stage, sir. Okay, also you will talk just immediately after we have received him. Also, you just indicated you want to ask a question. Okay. Also, you can ask your question before he gets back. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think you need to grant us a permission. I'm not sure he has the access to speak.
I have already.
Okay, I was actually clapping for him. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. We've lost him. We've lost him again. I think it's the network.
Okay, then, so I think
Okay, I think we'll have to call it a night. I believe he's going to be with us in our subsequent meetings. Maybe one of those other meetings we're going to be having next week or the following week. We are going to get to hear from him. So I think that will be all. Thank you so much, Mr. Miracle. I will leave it at your table now. Thank you.
Okay, great. So thanks everyone for joining. We are very excited to have you all. Boris wants to ask a question. I'm not sure we have much time again. Dave, what do you think? Do we have this question in the comment section or in the Q&A section or channel? What amount of time? Because we have actually
we've overshot our time by 20. Okay, Marius, that's basically the first question we are getting. So let's just let him speak. Mr. Marius, please.
Okay, Marius, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Very well, sir. Good evening. Welcome.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening, David. Good evening, Michael. Okay, I listened to all of what you said, and I must really appreciate the way you were able to break down the comments. But for now, I don't really have a question, but I just needed to put through that comment. Right. Okay. So I don't really have a question. I think I got most of the things you said, and it's actually
great. Oh,
thank
awesome.
You very much.
Thank you, Maurice. Thank you for that feedback. We needed it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Maurice. So, Dave, what will be the next? What can you share about when next we're having this session again, so that everyone will be looking forward to the next session? And are there action plans for everyone listening now? Looking forward to next Saturday.
Yes, so every weekend going forward, every weekend, you can add that to your itinerary or diary. Every weekend going forward, we have this unveiling by 7:30. Every weekend is the first day, so usually first day can be hazy here and there. So, but okay, Mr. Nnamdi here is with us already. Okay, sir. So just before I leave the mic with you, let me round up what I was saying. So you can invite friends and family to the meeting. If you have people you think they need to hear us out, you can invite them to the meeting. But currently we have leads. We have leads who are coming in. We have adverts here and there. You know, the word is out on the street. So new people are getting to hear it every week, and they are heading to the unveiling. So every weekend the meeting is on. So you can also attend as many times as possible to get clarity on the plan and come up with your own strategy or your own action steps to engage, basically. So that will be it. Let me allow Mr. Namdi, a primary member of the board of directors in Forage Stores and our advisory board, to just close the meeting. So you're welcome. The stage is yours.
Thank you. You are now a professor, Professor David Michael. Thank you so much.
Glad to have you, sir.
I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm super excited to be here, and greetings to everyone who joined this call tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm really proud and I'm grateful to God that we've been able to get to this point. It looked at some point it looked like this was not going to be a reality, but today we're here, and I am very excited to have journeyed with you guys all the way. My special appreciation also goes to Miracle Michael for his intense efforts and for all his contributions for making this project get to this point. Thank you, sir. So yes, I listened all through. However, at some point I experienced some technical hitch, and I had to find a way to get back on the call. But so far, I think what we have on our hands is one of those opportunities that come around once in a while, once in a blue moon, like we popularly say. And I want to encourage everyone on this call to take full advantage of this opportunity. One of the most promising sectors, as far as the Nigerian economy is concerned, is the agricultural sector. And not just the agricultural sector, but the food sector itself, which is a micro unit in the agricultural ecosystem. Food is something that generations upon generations will need, and it is the most sought after item right now in the country. People don't need fuel as much as they need food. Food is a primary need and something that everybody can relate with. So if there's opportunity that will help us to not just make money, but to also secure food for ourselves and for our families for years to come, I don't think anybody would want to lose this kind of opportunity. Considering the offer that is on the table, this December, if you can just get 7 families connected to this project, you're already a pro affiliate. That one, and from the top of my head, I think I have about 15 families. So I said I was going to ask 7 plus 7, that's 14. Is it possible that I can have double slots? I'm throwing this offer now. I think I have 21 families, as a matter of fact. So 7 times 3, that's 21, David Michael. So I want everybody to bear me witness. I'm going to be a mega super affiliate. I want to make all the money in this business, right? So
You're welcome,
yeah.
sir.
So having said that, I really want to thank you for this opportunity. And once again, I encourage all those who have our friends and colleagues who have been privileged to be part of this with us tonight. Please, a matter of to this opportunity. The food sector is promising, and we have something that nobody else is offering in this space as of today. So thank you so much. I look forward to becoming the very first pro affiliate in this project. Thank you, David Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Amazing work. Thank you. Okay.
So today we wrap up this work. We I think wrap up. I think we can call it a night now. And also
Yeah.
the next session is going to be Saturday, same time Saturday.
Yeah.
First thing I think everybody should do is to move your family and friends to that link. Let them join the group.